All right. Good evening, everybody, to the Stormwater Task Force for Thursday, June 24th. We are in the Lunenburg DPW. Um, yeah, that's all we really got. We've got somebody online and no public in the building physically. Um, yeah, okay. We don't really have much on the agenda other than continuing our review and development. Um, I had to leave the last meeting early. I forgot to check the minutes. Does anybody have a quick recap of where we left off?
You did a deep dive on the spreadsheet.
Okay, excellent.
Basically, we took the integrated or the impermeable surface area spreadsheet, and then we took the assessor spreadsheet, and it's a subset of all of the total properties, right? So, and there's a all the properties in the assessor spreadsheet have a use code, and it's defined by the Massachusetts. Okay, and if you look at all the unique use codes, there's more than use
Are those
codes.
the ones that's like 10 for residential
Yeah,
or?
101 for residential
Oh, yeah.
and
Okay.
102 for condos.
Yes, yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, thank you.
For multifamilies. And so look at all the unique use codes. And I tried to take a first shot at assigning number of ERUs to each use code. Okay, and I put it out to everybody in the task force. Please review this and tell me if you agree or you think otherwise. And I did get some feedback from Renee, and she had about 6 line items that she recommended changing the ERUs from 0 to 1. So I added that to the spreadsheet.
And it's really binary, right? 1 0, yeah, it's a yes, no.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So if it's one, it's basically however many ERUs. Well, there's more than that. So if it's multifamily, two families, 2 ERUs. There's a very few exceptions. So once you have that, you basically have a baseline or a default position going into every single property. And you look at the use code, it's also every single property assessor sheet. And if it's a 0 on ERUs for that use code, then they don't have to pay property tax or a stormwater rate. And then what you do is for every single property, you go to the impermeable area spreadsheet for Weston and Sampson. And if there's a line item there where they assessed or surveyed that property to come up with the impermeable area, then you override it with what they did.
Gotcha. Okay.
So by default, it may be 1, but if it's a business property and it has a big parking lot, they may have like the impermeable area may be equivalent to 6 ERUs. So then you take the 6 ERUs, you multiply it by fee per ERU and you get their total assessed value.
Sure.
So
Okay.
the last thing that I did before I came to the meeting today is I took all that information and I consolidated it. Now we have one spreadsheet which looks exactly like the assessor spreadsheet, except I added 4 columns to it. And that's what I emailed to everybody. So if you open up in Excel, you look at the last 4 columns, you can see for every line item, now you have the number of ERUs per property, which tier they fall under. Now they're proposing not going to a tiered system, but the information is there for free. And 2 other line items, you go all the way to the right, all the way to the right. Oh, the impermeable area, the number of equivalent ERUs, the tier and the ERU fee. There you go.
Okay, that's
So this was my vision 2 months ago when we got the spreadsheet from Weston and Sampson. And that would be basically what Bill would assign to his guy. And that would be your database that we use to maintain. So we could put more columns there, for example, like abatements. If there's no abatement, maybe a 0. If there's a 1, it's partial abatement, 2 is a full abatement. I don't know. But you can take that and you can just use that as your database to maintain.
Yeah. I didn't notice, did you sum up column S here, the fees?
Yes.
Oh, you did.
Yes, it's like 501K. Yeah. So, but we can change that's based on $78.12 per ERU. But depending on what your final budget is, we just change that so you get to the target number. So it may very well be, and the next iteration on this, I think you're talking about less budget requirement for your. So whatever that number comes up to be, it might be $65 per ERU. And I think that'd be much more palatable to the people in town. So that's where we left off, and that's kind of what I did since then.
So a house is about $80.
Yeah.
Single family.
Yeah, the other thing I did is I looked at the Rise property. And basically, when I run this program, it's a MATLAB program, and nobody knows what MATLAB is except maybe Renee. I'm familiar with it at work, and it does all this data processing. It loads in the Excel spreadsheet. It creates what's called a table, and every table has a header, which tells you what date it is, and basically all the information that's in each column of information is available to the program. It does it in Snap. And then you can go through and you can process the data any which way you want. That's where the impermeable area near you and tier number came from. Well, here was one. So the MATLAB also writes it out. So basically I appended the 3 columns to the table and I write it out using MATLAB, and it's painfully simple. So whatever program we use to do this data processing, when MATLAB is used or not, is completely at the discretion of the town or whoever manages the program. But it's just what I happen to use.
How come some of these are $0? I think this one.
Talk to Weston Sampson. So that use code must be a use code that does, it doesn't have a use code. So we should find out why it doesn't have a use code. So we should find that property. So that's the other thing, is basically whoever takes ownership of this basically has to go through and parse it and look for odd or anomalies that are in the database. And I'm finding anomalies in the database. Weston Sampson must use a different spreadsheet from the assessor's office than I use, because there's about a dozen property owners that were different names, so maybe theirs was either earlier or later than the version I got later.
It's the address that has.
So I took all the arrives, and what you can do is when you build this program is you can have the defaults to do their process the defaults, and then you look at the exceptions in the Weston Sampson data. And then you go through and say, oh, for example, we identified Lunenburg Public Housing. We figured they should not have one, so we carved that out as a special line item in this program, the process of the data. And then I looked at all the arrives, and the arrives are basically condos, like 102 or something like that. So we decided maybe not have individual assessments for each property, but look at the impermeable area that Weston Sampson came up with and have one global one for the property manager and assign it to one Carousel Lane.
Yeah.
So that was an exception. So I say so far around 98% or 99% of all of the properties get processed by default and used in the Weston Sampson database. And then there's the exceptions. And then you kind of have to go through and call it, make sure that everybody's getting properly assessed. Hope that makes sense to everybody.
Yeah. So some of these big ones are $0, right? And we're gonna get that out.
Okay, so you're right. So what's another one that's $0?
Woodlands.
9960. Okay, so
Yeah, because the individual homes have
my hunch
their
is-
addresses.
Yeah.
The individual
Oh,
unit.
That might be the association.
That's
Further down.
that's the open space probably, or.
What's 9960?
The total assessed land is 0 value, so that's why you're gonna put the rule of 0 there.
Because like my address is individual listed.
Oh, so it's on here somewhere on the list.
Yeah, just do a fine for it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you go to the assessor's spreadsheet and you look for the woodlands, then you'll
I'll just send you-
exactly, it'll tell you what all these different properties are in the woodlands. And that may very well be like the association.
Right. What am I searching
Their
for?
office, their office.
Just type my name.
How
Just type empty.
would you be in that column?
No, just
They're all gone.
select a single cell. Just click it.
Oh,
and
yeah, it
open
should
the
be.
Spreadsheet. Now control. Does it have the owner name here?
It does.
Try,
On mine, and where's my husband's?
does the spreadsheet not have the owner's name?
It does, I just found you.
Oh,
6 Iris Court.
yeah,
So your land value is 0 because it's a condo, right?
yeah.
And then your property value is 835.
Yeah.
The building value.
Is it Irish?
This is not the one.
Assessed at 835.
Spell your name.
Right?
So she's 1 year, you right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
okay.
single, it's,
Good.
yeah. But-
Okay, so like that one should be taken out of the spreadsheet because useless, right?
Why? So,
So
we
we
did
got-
that with a right.
Build the homeowner for the condos?
So we did
There's
that
no
with
one
a right.
else to build on.
But we couldn't do that with the woodlands also? Is it gonna be the total impermeable area of the woodlands? Did that Weston Sampson's give a total impermeable area of the woodlands, or is it individual properties?
I don't know where you got the data from.
The Weston Sampson spreadsheet that they gave us. So what you do is you look to see if the woodlands has an impermeable area survey line item,
I don't
and
think
if
they
that's
do.
the case. Oh, they do have an
Yeah.
impermeable area, there,
Yeah.
In the woodlands?
Yeah.
I mean, in the Weston and Sampson?
there must be a line item because there's an impermeable area for it right there. So 9960 woodlands, they surveyed it. So you're saying we should do that one too, as a global.
You have it calculated at 0, I think that makes sense, right? We're charging the homeowners. This is
Yeah,
from
they were going by half.
Woodland Village at Hickory Hills. Do you have that at a 0, which makes sense, I think, if we're gonna be. Doing
Yeah.
the homeowners, because there's no
But
one,
which way do we get more money?
probably from the homeowners, I would think,
Individuals?
yeah.
How
I
many
would
houses?
calculate it out.
40 something units? There's multi-units and single family.
Well, then we're losing money. Cause
How
that'd be
many-
40 ERUs, right? This is 80, 70
Yeah, 40
ERUs.
something.
Okay.
We'd be better off to hit it all at once.
Do you have a homeowners association that would take that on, or? That
That's-
gets tricky, I think. That
I
would be-
can't say anything, conflict of interest.
Yeah, I think that would be harder, so. I think that the return on investment there might be. More difficult to get going.
Alright, so how do you want to handle the woodlands then? Do the same thing, arrive, based on their.
Same thing with Village of Flat Hill.
So Arrive is all rental, so they're gonna be different than a condo.
Yeah, there's one owner for all of the, yeah.
So,
And that's what,
Green or whatever.
Emerald Place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
so I like what we did with Emerald Place. And I like the idea of leaving woodlands individual properties. Even though we do have an
Yes.
impermeable area there. Of the whole complex. So unless you guys wanna change it, I'm
It's
looking
the
for-
road, that's the impermeable area in the woodlands. It's
Yeah.
roads and it's private, we pave, we
Wow. There's no town.
Right.
Same thing with Village of Flat Hill. They're responsible for their own roads.
Okay, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to manipulate Village at Flat Hill. So if there's an impermeable area for Village at Flat Hill, it's probably 9960 code also. It probably has 0 year UP. You find it?
What's that up here?
Should be.
Should be one of these top ones, right?
The homes at Air Estates, I don't know. Those don't even exist yet.
No.
No, they're all zeros though.
Which one's the Stormwater?
No, it's 390 Harvard Street. So it's all cleared out, but nothing has ever been built.
Oh,
Yeah,
that.
So there's the
You
Village.
got
Oh,
a
the
zero.
bigger farm.
yes,
So you must,
yeah,
So
so
we-
there's,
so it's individual.
they're listed
Yeah.
in here, but there's nothing built there, so. That's 100% permanent.
What is going on? You know, the house on West Townsend Road, the old farmhouse that got sold. Now they're putting in like, they've dug like it looks like 2 foundations now. It's as you're going up the hill on the right.
Is that? Do you know what the addresses?
Don't know.
They have like a house that just had a bunch of stuff done to it in the.
They're just putting in more homes there.
I know they're putting in more homes, but are they
Yeah.
multi-family or are they single family? That was what I was wondering.
I can look
'Cause
afterwards.
because they cleared a ton of land
Yeah,
and put in a big septic in the back.
So, so like what we did with the Rive, where there's just one fee based on impermeable area for the whole complex. In Woodlands, we want to do individually. That we agreed on.
Cause they're
Yeah.
220. Use code, is condo, and
And,
they get individual tax bills, their owner. Not rental.
okay, so the village at Flat Hill, how do we want to treat that?
They're also individual,
Same, yeah.
Same thing?
cause I'm looking here, it looks like they have. Let's see,
Same thing, Stone Farm Estates, right, at Riley Road.
basically, it's if you get a tax bill, you
Yeah.
treat it as a.
Yeah,
We're still doing residences at a flat rate, correct? Okay.
Mhm.
So what stops us from putting it directly to Woodlands? Like, is that, I'm assuming a condo association like collects fees and does any things like that. So what stops us from just going to them and letting them do the same thing as Arrive and
You could do
distribute
that.
it to its members?
There's an HOA associated with the complex, we could do that.
Sure. Okay, I was just curious. I
Then
wasn't
how do you base it? That's putting the onus on the HOA to collect the money,
And roll it into the HOA.
sure.
and so if somebody doesn't pay, the town has to go after the HOA instead of an individual.
it gets very.
Yeah.
tricky.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
think it creates more overhead.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Some HOAs are also like not very well run.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have. It's really gonna just depend on the HOA. You don't wanna have to deal with trying to figure out which ones are.
And they turn over.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
so stick with individual condos.
So with Woodlands, as our examples or something like that, those are private roads, right?
Yeah.
Does Woodlands have public water, public sewer
We have
going to it?
town water and septic.
Okay. So town water. Okay,
With
so there are
town-
town stuff.
Water district, it's separate from the town.
Right, I was just getting worried that it's a private road, so how do we assess the, a stormwater fee on them if it's a private road?
They still need to come us on to the
Yeah.
public.
And I still go out to
Right.
the public roads, but I
Yeah.
also like. I
Right,
live-
like you go
at-
out on the public road at the entrance to your thing, so how do you assess that bill to everybody else inside the private area?
Well, because since they're residences, we're charging them, like, everybody gets the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
flat fee,
Yeah,
so they're
yeah.
not necessarily paying for their roads.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
But I like also I live at the bottom of a hill, so I rely on the road above me to be taken care of.
Yeah.
That I don't have a bunch of
Okay.
stuff coming.
so
in.
ours, we're downhill from Northfield,
Yeah.
all the way down to the
So,
water.
You know, we rely on sweeping the road above us so that the stuff doesn't get into the lake.
Yeah,
Bill came out and fixed my sewer in the middle of the night one night,
Yeah,
so, there's all kinds of
We all
stuff.
drive
that-
on town roads.
yeah, I know we all drive.
We want the roads
But,
clean. So that our water
I'm
doesn't.
just thinking, thinking devil's advocate, kind of like, if you've got private roads, like you can push. Well, what kind of pushback would they have?
here's the question I have now. If those are private roads, and I'm assuming like owned by the HOA or the whoever, is the HOA or whoever's in charge responsible for those roads as impervious area?
We pay somebody, because we don't have an HOA.
Yeah.
In my neighborhood.
But it is
We're just like
still
it's covered.
impervious runoff.
My
Like
road is
how?
dirt, but
Okay,
it depends on the road.
sure. Well, I was looking at the Woodlands one is what I
I'm
had
in a
up
frame of
here.
mind of leaving it as is.
Yeah.
Because the impervious area associated with those private roads is gonna get lumped into the average impermeable area of each individual unit, and condos don't have a lot of impervious area.
Sure.
So
Okay.
it's just gonna kind of, yeah.
That
And
seems reasonable.
they're all over the map, all the residential properties are paying the same flat fee, independent of both their impermeable areas.
Right.
So they are what they are.
And are those
That's good.
are attached to each
It
other?
reduces the complexity of the,
There's some like multi-unit, like a.
2 or 3,
I
yeah.
think 3 units, and then there's single family homes.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably not like a ton. It's really just the roads and the driveway.
Driveway.
Plus, everybody's
It's a long one.
tying all the stormwater to roads. We should tie it to where that stormwater ends up in the lakes and in
Right.
the Nashua River.
Mhm.
That's the ultimate goal, is to clean it up before it
Mhm.
hits the lakes and the rivers.
Mhm.
So I think tying it to a road is not the right approach.
Sure, absolutely.
These are cute. And you have lake access right there.
You're looking at my house.
I'm looking at houses. I've been wanting to sale.
Oh,
I
yeah,
searched.
it's under contract, my
Yeah.
neighbor, yeah. All right,
Any other line items subject to discussion?
so I went through Weston and Sampson's pretty detailed. And I had questions like, I don't know why, for some things, they had a 0 impervious area. Or they just didn't list one.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then there were ones, I actually looked up some property cards and was like, well, there's a property here. On the card, why is it not getting? And there were just gaps. In some of the use codes that I think were missing data. I wanted to look at the CEI.
I never sent them a list of questions in response to what they
Yeah.
wrote to us.
It's not outdated stuff, it's missing.
No. Like 300 Holman Street, I have a note, has building on property card, but the impervious area cell is blank in their spreadsheet.
Which one are you talking about?
300 Holman Street. It's a use code 106.
Oh, Jesus.
300 Roman?
Yeah.
The other one, like a couple down from the Lane property.
I don't know.
But there's one I know that just sold.
Is that a two-family?
106, I don't think that's a family code.
It got assigned 2 ERUs. From this area,
On my spreadsheet, I had that it was blank.
That's a single,
no-
300 Holman is a single family home. Is this the one that has the little? Hold on. It has its own.
It's not, I don't know.
It's, I mean, that's.
That is all-
Surrounded by a ton of land. 4 bed, 6 bath. But one house.
Oops. Come on.
Unless my table got messed up and combining.
$50.
How's-
126.
Yeah,
Oh, long way though.
yeah, it jumps from 50 to
Is this the?
126.
That's right before the bridge that had a lot of. I think this is the one that's right before the closed bridge. Yeah. it is.
106? There isn't,
0106 is a use code.
no, what's the address?
300.
Oh, 300, oh, jeez. I heard the wrong number. It's a big piece of property.
I looked up, I had a note here. Yeah, on the property card, there's a building. So I don't know.
So
Oh, it's just.
that's the one I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the one. So the Lane property is here on Holman Street. The
Mm.
bridge that doesn't. The way it drives over is here, and there's a house right after it. And they own a ton of property along the waterway. But they just have that one house, as far as I know.
It's, you see, it's just that garage structure.
Does that go with that, a house? On
Yeah, so
another
this
property
is-
card, all right.
This
'Cause
is
I
the
think-
driveway, and then this is the house. It looks like it's a pretty big driveway. But then this is the river right here, and then this is the Lane property. And then this is the North Peter's.
So they have the house and the garage, but for some reason it's it's two use codes, like it's split.
Maybe. Does it show it
Which
is?
happens, I noticed on Townsend Harbor, Paula Bertram's.
Yeah,
The house is on one side of, and then the property along the
Yeah, the
waterfront,
rabbits, they have two separate properties. One for the
Yes.
lakefront and one for the.
Yeah. and
Yeah.
two different use codes.
so I
Well,
have that too.
The lakefront
yeah.
has much smaller
Yeah.
property tax than the house.
Yeah. Cause it's undeveloped land, but people put like decks and stuff there.
So yeah,
So
they
that's probably
have,
what this, okay.
because they're riverfront, they can't actually develop
Yeah,
for
on the-
300 feet.
It's on here twice.
From the
Yeah.
river. Is the 300 Holman Street and 300 Holman Street West.
Yeah, this is,
Mm.
one says west, okay, the west has 0. Or has blank impervious, and it's the 106 use code. Yeah, when I was going through this, some of the ones that I changed from 0 to 1. We're missing impervious area data for some of them, and what we have, there could be a really big range. So I don't know if we need more data.
If it's missing impervious area data, then it defaults to. If it
And maybe
hasn't,
it shouldn't.
right, well, then we need to talk to us in Samson about that.
Yeah, unless we can get the data from the CEI spreadsheet and fill in some of the gaps. Because some of them, I think. Let me look, the comments that I had on the use codes. Like this one, use code 1060. 16 of the 18 properties have impervious area data from Weston and Sampson, and it ranges from 600 square feet to 37,000. Huge. So there's only 2 that are missing, but there's others that are missing, like 123 properties with use code 1300.
I
1310,
got that
another
one.
one.
Sean, why is this one 0?
Because there's no use code. If it didn't have a use code, it didn't allow to grade it.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's
That's
Keating.
Keating's.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it has a huge ERU.
There's no use code for that one? Is that 475?
Well, if you go to the original spreadsheet from the assessor's office, look up that property and see what the use code is and see if it comes from 0. Or no,
Do I have it on here?
So that has here. 4101, sand and gravel. You're looking at 400, Leominster Shirley, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4101.
Looks like it has 2 use codes. Right? Does this call
Well, so
them
they
say
got
use
two
codes?
different
Yeah.
properties under that address. One is owned by Mary C. Coburn et al. The other one is owned by the town, it looks like. Well, let me know. Our rear is owned by owner unknown, care of town of Lunenburg,
It's on the list twice.
and that has a use code of 1310 vacant land, potentially. Something, whatever that one is. And that's very small.
So Sean, on your spreadsheet, right? You know, when I click on the cell, there's no formula, right? You would think it'd be the ERUs times
That's
78.
calculated in the program.
Yeah.
And then, once it's calculates all information, it writes it all out to the file. It's, can see one.
Right. So should we just put a formula in for this one?
So what I would recommend doing is this program that can process the data. Once you go through and do all the defaults, and then you go to the impermeable area and override that with what Weston Sampson gave us, then you go through exceptions. So this should be an exception. And then maybe, at the moment, I think I have like 3 exceptions, one for Arrive and I can't remember what the other ones were. So
Why
we
would
just
this
have-
one be an exception?
Because there's some missing information. For example, I need to know what the use code is. So if you tell me what the use code is, I can.
The use
figure
code is 4101.
Yeah, 4101.
Okay, so what's the address now?
Is that open?
400 Lemons to Shirley.
You can update it on that, because it looks collaborative. I don't have my glasses, so these are prescription.
And who owns
But
it?
yeah,
Harry-
so if you put it in there,
Harry
it'll
Warren?
Yeah.
update on his side too.
And you said it's 1310?
4101.
4101. Use code. 4101. I can do that.
Glasses in the
That's
car.
easy to do, actually. It's basically what I'll do is I'll look at that, look for that address and force it to have a use code of 4101 if it's not 4101. And what I get from the assessor's office. So,
See, the sheet you got from the assessor's office, is that the same as the file you sent me?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I didn't take time to check it. I was wondering the same thing
Yeah.
myself.
Because you know what's,
Did you get it from the website or did you get it from the assessor's office? Did you ask them for the latest?
What I just sent you, Today?
What you sent me a couple weeks ago. In
So the
between our two
one-
meetings. Cause I can't convert the PDF to Excel.
If you have
I don't
Microsoft
know.
Excel, it'll read in the PDF file and convert it to Excel.
I
If
couldn't
it's-
get it to work.
I don't remember what I sent you.
It's all.
It was called temp file name, and it has a long number, I mean.
I'm not sure.
That's my fear is the assessor's office is changing this.
Yeah.
It's sort of a living document.
Yes,
And every time they hit us with another one, there's gonna be a half a dozen or a dozen line items, all of a sudden don't work anymore. So you have to go through and call them and tweak them. So it's an art to this of sorts.
there's also another property that I think is missing.
What's that?
1295 Mass Ave, it's the storage facility. That's relatively new, it has multiple units.
Yeah, might be too new.
It was on the sheet. You gave me a bill and
This is
We
not that
should
many
do, like,
primes. There you go.
Look
It's
at
on here, but
for current through like.
Weston Sampson doesn't have impervious area for that, it's pretty big.
Yeah,
So should we ask them for it? 4021?
a whole bunch of them.
I think those are individual units, 4021, and
Yeah.
there's one at 10, use code 106.
so there's 1295 Mass Ave number. 1295 Mass Ave, and there's number 3, number 4, number 5.
What is
Yeah.
it called 4021? What does it
So
say?
one is the storage facility itself, that one doesn't have a number. And that is code 4021, industrial condo. And then in front of it, that's 1325 Mass Ave. Oh, I
I
wonder-
think that's the owner, 1325 Mass Ave Realty Trust.
Right.
Okay. I think that the
That's
reason
like
that
the
it has
office.
different numbers is like, did the bays each have a number?
I think
Yeah.
each bay has an owner and gets, because there's some names listed
Right.
in the spreadsheet, it'll say like
Yeah, FURA Investment Group is number
Yeah.
3.
Rick's Properties, Scott Terra Nova.
Can you scroll up? How did I sign that?
You gave him each one.
Wow,
For each unit.
each unit got
Yeah.
one.
But it probably just makes sense to just go out, use the actual property.
The
Because
106, the Mass
are
Ave
we
Realty
just
Trust.
doing it on their little piece of driveway if they go by the bay? That doesn't make any sense. Cause the majority of it is outside of those bays.
Again, who
It's
gets a
behind.
tax bill?
So is this the new development that has
Well-
storage immediately adjacent to Townsend River?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
The Rick's Properties gets the main tax bill. And that's the use code 4021. I mean, they're definitely getting a tax bill. Do the ones inside
Is it
you
like
get a
a-
tax bill? I'm assuming.
is the
so.
property manager for this? And these are the individual
It looks
bay
like
owners?
Rick's, so it looks like Rick's Properties is the main,
Okay,
and then each bay also.
It's not Mass Ave Realty Trust. 1325 Mass Ave Realty
Oh, wait,
Trust.
hold on. It went into
Yeah.
1325 Mass Ave Realty Trust.
Yeah, I think that's the owner. They rent those bays, right? You don't buy them. Like Jacob's Landscaping is in
Yeah,
there.
it's weird that they have,
Which is Rick.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
but like. All of the impermeable surface area is really outside of the bays anyway.
Yeah.
So to have it go to the people who just have a little parking area in front of the
Yeah.
bay doesn't make any sense.
That's not great. Like, how are we doing, like, the Whalum storage facility?
To the owner of the Whalum storage facility.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
so
should
I
do the
think
same
we
thing.
Yeah,
for
I'll
this.
just-
Yeah,
Storage facilities should go to the owner.
Yeah,
yeah,
What they do with it,
yeah,
yeah, because the
Maybe they
individuals
pass
are
it
just
on.
renting the.
yeah, they're rental.
Right.
The space,
right.
they're not.
It's weird that they have parcel
I know.
movers and,
I
well, we
know.
can see, let me look and see if they had a tax bill. But again, it's still, there's a impervious area behind the building that they're not using.
So
So
you're
it
saying
doesn't-
that should be based on impermeable area and go to that line item
The main owner, yeah,
1325. Which one of the two Mass Ave Realty Trusts is the one that you wanted to go to?
1325.
Yeah.
There's two.
No, there's only one.
Oh, there's two 1325 Mass Ave Realty Trusts, so they have,
This is so.
they have different addresses.
No, that's the owner's name, but I think the vacant units just default to that name.
Oh,
Oh.
the units
The units have-
sold, they're sold.
Really?
Number 3 sold 7/14/2025 for 300,000.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Just a look, I know.
That's like,
Oh, we're s-
a house. Does it say how,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but again, I mean,
Yeah.
how do you divvy that up? Are we just calculating like what's right in front of it?
I like the idea of calculating based on impermeable area, coming up with an ERU and sending it to like this overarching property.
Yeah, because the property owner's probably taking care of like snow removal and all of that stuff, so they have some
Right.
sort of way that they're
Do all bay
handling
owners get a tax bill?
it. It looks like it. Anyone who's bought a bay, it doesn't look like every bay is here. Number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. So it's possible the owner just uses number 1 and 2.
How many total are there? 9?
Can you see on street view?
So I see 3 names and then the
Yeah.
other 6 are,
Yeah, I don't think he sold them all yet.
yeah.
They are big, right?
I-
Garage based storage, aren't they? I mean, they're not like a regular storage facility, I thought they were bigger.
I don't know. There could be
Yeah, it's a
differences.
garage. I'm trying to think.
Looks
I had the
like
building plan.
1,
And they have a
2,
parking
3,
space
4,
out
5,
back.
6, 7, 10. Looks like there's 10. This is
Sounds about right.
it.
Yeah, it's a big garage base.
I'm trying to be bigger than nothing. No, I can't wait to see that. There we go.
So that wasn't captured in Weston Sampson sheet.
Okay.
Any impervious area.
That, we
Okay.
should take like the current assessors list and put it up against our list and see what's missing, with like an X lookup or something. And just make sure that we capture everything that's missing.
Missing from Weston and Sampson?
Yeah.
It's gonna be quite a bit.
Well, we should capture it and ask them to,
I mean, we're not doing any residences, single, double, triple,
I
whatever.
could ask them what their selection criteria was. And doing this partially is fantastic. It's gonna be very tedious time consuming. But once we go through it, basically say, why didn't you do this properly? Or can you do this properly?
we can just figure out what's missing, send it to them. And
Yeah.
then we're gonna
I'm
have
sure
things
they
that have
expect
mistakes.
Yeah.
And then the property owner will come to us and say, hey, this is wrong. We can figure it out.
There's
And
gonna
we're
have
not
to be an
get it all-
abatement
Yes.
process.
Yeah,
That's right.
I mean, on the Weston and Sampson, they do have Rick's properties listed. No impervious area, it's blank, and it just says. Use description, imputed office building, part of manufacturing operation. That was their comment.
Imputed. I remember reading that.
Yeah, I don't mean.
I think it
What
was
they mean
this sort
by
of
this.
inferred.
So they
or
captured
something.
1 unit out of the whole complex and didn't give an impervious area.
Okay. They probably have no clue how to handle that property, honestly.
There are quite a few examples of them.
Are there 10, by the way? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have.
Oh, there are 10.
I have 9.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, but one of them's 106. I have 9 40/21s and 1 106.
Yeah.
Use code.
Right. So what is 106 use code? Is that residence?
That's that accessory,
Oh.
isn't it?
Accessory land with improvement.
Maybe that's the one that gets the bill.
See, I thought the 106 was for the big property and then each unit was a 40/20.
What is the assessed value of 106 compared to? the
Euro.
others? Is it different?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's the one that you sent the bill to.
So that property is changing as we speak. The front of it got sold off and they're building an office building in the front now.
Really?
Yeah,
Of the big warehouse?
yeah. Right, you know, it's all open in the front.
Yeah,
That they got separated and sold off
that's all those parking spots, or are you talking about like the green area?
the green area.
Do they have a big swale there for runoff?
I have to
Okay.
say, every time I drive by that property, I'm impressed with how well designed the stormwater management is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It
Oh, so
really
like
is, it is
this
done
part
very
right
well.
here is
Yeah.
gonna
It's really
Right.
end up.
They also didn't, Weston and Sampson didn't give us an assessment on the St. Boniface parking lot. They did the buildings, but not the parking lot.
We should get that.
And then they gave us square footage for the Keating well site. The
Mhm.
water district. Yeah,
So that corner, is that what got sold?
yeah, over here,
Yeah.
they're gonna put in an office building.
Okay.
And at one point, they were gonna put like a gym or something.
So I think I removed the well sites from in response to your comment.
mhm. I'm surprised, it should only be like a pump house, I can't believe this one is coming in at 13,000.
But the water district should be there someplace. Lunenburg Water District, that building. on sale.
Yeah, what is that, 625 mess? Is that right? I think I did see that.
Sounds right.
There's just a lot, not a lot, but there's several on Weston and Sampson sheet that has a use code, an address, an owner, and the impervious area is just blank. It's not a zero, it's just nothing there. And I don't understand why.
If we really think we need to capture that, we should give them feedback. They're probably saying, gee, look, they haven't contacted us. Can you find the water district on here?
I was searching
Oh,
625. Oops. Oh, maybe it's not 625.
Yeah, I thought, something I thought was interesting is, you can tell, I don't wanna let them slip through the cracks. Their use code is.
496 messed up.
496, yeah.
Someone asked me where I got that number from.
Oh, 625 is the mobile station, isn't it? No, that's
So
9.
their impervious area is 43,551.
Wow,
Oops, 49.
it's like 10 ERU.
It's big parking.
There you go, bada bing, bada boom.
That's gonna come back to us.
How does that work?
So they should have about a $780.
Go up on our bill.
10 ERUs go to the right, 788. So how come they didn't get,
No, it's the highlighted one.
how come they didn't get a,
There's 2 of them.
their tier 6, why didn't they get one? What's their use code?
9711.
9711. So, well, yeah, why did they not get one? It's 9711 assigned 0 ERUs. In fact, that should have overridden it if I could 0.
It's a utility authority. I put 0 ERU as my comment.
Is that lumped in with the wells? If it's lumped in with the wells, then that may be why I got.
It might be,
Yeah.
9710 is Keating well site. I think 9711 also includes Sunny Hill, the water tower. And that's,
Okay.
was my
Alright,
comment.
so if the water district office and barn got lumped in with those well sites, that should be a line item, separate line item. And that should get assessed something. Don't put that as a. There's dozens and dozens of these.
I know,
You
it
can
can
do it-
drive
you can
you
do this for
crazy.
all night long.
John, this line here is the water district on Lancaster Ave, the well down there.
Okay, that's not it.
It's
So
10
should-
ARUs, but $0.
Huh.
But it doesn't have a use code.
Okay, it does not have a use code.
No, it's right there.
What's
That's
Chase,
probably why it's 0, because it didn't have a use code.
Yeah.
what's 9 Chase Road?
9711, we zeroed those out because
Yeah.
because a lot of them are well sites.
Yeah. Sunny Hill, what's 9 Chase
Right.
Road?
So that's an example of something that we should go into the database and
Mhm.
force it to have a 9711 use code.
That
And all of a
is,
sudden it'll get populated with 10 ERUs.
I don't have 9 Chase Road coming up. 97, 9, here we go, water district.
Yeah, I know, what is it though?
Oh, the use
It's a
code
tank.
is
Oh, they have a tank.
Yeah.
So their office
9711.
has the same use code as the tanks, Sunny
Hmm.
Hill and Chase Road.
Utility authority dash VAC
Yeah,
is the description.
and the description is exempt.
Mm.
It's not very big incredible area if I remember correctly. I can't remember looking at that.
The towers are around 6,000
That's,
impervious area,
Okay.
Sunny Hill and Chase, and then the office is 43,000.
So we should
So it's
definitely get
about
the
10
office,
ERUs.
whether we get the tank or not. it's-
Yeah, I don't think the figure that's.
I'm okay with that. I'm getting the tank. I think we'll leave the pumps and the tanks alone.
It's off the ground anyway. But yeah, there's quite a bit. Let me look at what else I had for comments. I sent you guys the spreadsheet that has I added comments. Let's see, I'm looking at. Oh,
This is why I feel bad for the assessor. She
yeah,
must do this all day, every day. That's horrible.
I also found, so with,
We don't have an assessor
I think that we don't have an assessor.
but we're interviewing,
Yeah.
so we will soon.
today.
I hope. So the Tri-Town building, so there's 5 of them, right? 4 of them have a use code 112C. And one has a use code 11.4. They have different use codes. And I think
112C.
only one of them. Oh, one of them is
C?
missing. Yeah,
112C.
112C.
Can you bring it up, Bill?
Use code 1.
Your
So we have
Well,
this.
what you're projecting is not showing up.
Yeah,
0.
The entire property,
Why did she?
Yeah.
I just went to that. I don't know why.
use code 9960, but then it shows that the land value is 0 and the parcel value is 2100.
Okay,
So
so
that
you're
doesn't
looking
make
at
a
Tri-Town
difference.
Landing.
Tri-Town Drive. Like 3 Tri-Town Drive.
There's 37 Youngs Road.
That must be the entire property, right?
Yeah, that, if it's the one that has a use code 9960,
Yeah.
which is gas B off NT condo
50.
LV.
50 ERU. So those
Yeah.
are those individual units, or are those rented out, or are they condos open? Are they owned by?
Well, those are rental, those are
Okay.
apartments.
So does it make sense that it should go to
It's 4 buildings.
Yeah.
Youngs Road?
Okay, no, 5 buildings.
All right, can you scroll right? Did that get a fee?
No,
Okay, and why did it not get a fee? Because
but it'd be if, what,
use code was 9960.
Yeah, like the impervious area would have been, I guess, the.
Yeah.
the-
what
Okay.
did it do individual ones, right?
Can someone look up use code 9960 to find out why that has a
Oops.
no ERU fee no fee assessed.
So it looks like the assessed fees are on the, for tax purposes. Are on the individual, not the individual, but like Tri-Town Drive. Is use code 1140 commercial. And that has a building value of 3,550,000. And then a land value of 0.
Zeros.
Total assessed improvements, 302,600. So it looks like they divvy it up by building number. But the owner name is Great Bridge Lunenburg LP, care of Stewart Property Management in Bedford, New Hampshire.
Okay. Did you look at the use code and find out if the 9960s are always on 0? Did I get that right? 9960, is that what it was?
Yeah,
Keep going a little bit further. 996.
That's right, yeah.
Just keep going.
That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
996 right there.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Other non-taxable condominium comp. Non-taxable, maybe that's why we needed 0. Why is that non-taxable?
it's common land, non-taxable condominium common land. So probably for tax purposes, it's not taxable. Because who are you taxing if it's common land, maybe? And the taxes are going on the individual buildings. But we don't have to, we're not a tax, we don't have to run it that way.
So what do we want to do? Do we want to do the individual buildings or do we want to do the property?
Probably wanna do the whole
I
property.
think property will get more money.
Okay, so this is gonna be an exception.
Mm.
Okay, so
And it's one bill, right, instead of
It's way easier.
more bills.
Yeah. Am I hitting your computer on
Oh,
something?
no, you're good, fine.
Yeah, the more we can consolidate into one bill, even that saves us an overhead too.
Yeah.
So,
how do you identify that line item? But that should get the fee. Which one is that? So this is where it gets, this is where it gets tricky. So there's no use code there, right? So we have to either assign a use code or if we do assign a use code.
we don't have to assign a use code though, because that's really for tax purposes.
But we need to
right?
identify the owner of the Tri-Town Drive that's supposed to
We
get the
have-
fee. And we have to
It's-
create an exception for that because of 999.
Tri-Town Landing Limited Partnership, and we do have the total impervious area of that entire property, right, is at 210,000.
So that's the owner Tri-Town
207.
Landing.
Yeah, it looks like that's different than what's listed in GIS, but.
Those buildings, those 4 or 5, whatever that you have highlighted, the assessor's use code says 112C.
But the C's are still, I don't remember seeing any.
It's on the assessor spreadsheet. I
Any
don't know
alpha
what that
in there,
means.
any alpha,
the-
there are just many use called 64.
On GIS, it has something. I forget what it is now. But it said something commercial. GIS has 1140 commercial.
I don't trust my assessor spreadsheet. Oh, 112 says more than 8 units. Don't ask me what the 11 means.
Commercial? Condo?
Common?
Yeah.
Cute?
There's a big C in the middle of the property here too. Common. FT. Alright, residential area?
What should be just a line on there?
Okay. Let me see if there were any other ones here.
There's a big pond right next to them.
Is that the Baker River?
Yeah, Baker Pond, and then there's a river right there too,
Yeah.
Baker Brook.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the one that's like right behind McDonald's? Or something, cause I went on walking trails off of, I
No,
think it's Laurel Bank Conservation Area maybe. And then we went all the way through and ended up on John Fitch Highway. It's like your woods, and then McDonald's.
McDonald's is in Fitchburg.
Yeah, you end up in Fitchburg here.
yeah, you'll end
I
up,
think this is it.
so behind that is the old landfill. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
they came out to a landfill there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then you have like there's a river right there, and then right beyond the river is a bunch of stores. I think there was a
I haven't been
McDonald's.
back there.
Cause you could smell the McDonald's before you got there.
Better than smelling a
I-
landfill.
The McDonald's
Maybe.
was further down, I don't know. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I think it's where you
Yes.
come out on the trail. So there's a trail and there's conservation area right here. Yeah. 120 Pleasant Street. I think it was Laurel Bank is what it was called. I should know that because the Conservation Commission, but I'm still
Oh.
familiarizing myself with all,
That's-
but we have a lot.
John, did you have the Leominster Shirley Road warehouse?
Should be there.
Cause I didn't find impervious area on the Weston Sampson sheet for that. Is that
Isn't
at
that-
475 Leominster Shirley?
Yeah. Lunenburg Central, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's this one.
If you sort by the assessed value of the fee, it's one of the top two headers.
Yeah, I'm sorted by ERU fee.
Oh, there you go. So you
I
should
thought-
make sure it's top.
No, it can't be because some of these are zeros. I must be by tier. Oh, it's sorted by ERU, not the fee, but by ERU.
We just lost the
Why does it keep doing that?
Well, no, it's back. You know, is that it?
Yeah, it's number,
Lunenburg Central owner. I think that's it.
yeah,
And it has a gargantuan.
Yeah, why don't they have that on the Weston and Sampson spreadsheet? I don't find it.
What's the
Missing.
impermeable area associated with that?
It's big.
it's huge.
If there's an impermeable area, that is on the
Yeah.
Weston Sampson spreadsheet.
793,000.
793, 634.8145.
Why is it not on my screen?
Gotta get that in. I didn't make it up. He's straight from their
No.
spreadsheet.
Oh, you know why? The address that they put in wasn't in the site address column, it's in the comments,
Oh,
so it fell off.
Oh, I saw that one.
I had to-
Yeah.
I had to tweak their spreadsheet because
Yes.
a dozen line items, it just didn't make sense.
Why would you put the address in the comments instead of in the address column?
No assessor's data.
Just to throw us off our game. Keep us on.
Okay, so that one's resolved, that's good. Um,
Yeah, I tweaked their spreadsheet and I have a modified version, and that's what I use to do this.
so before asking Weston and Sampson if there are gaps to get more data, we should look at the CEI spreadsheet. And see if we,
I don't remember the CEI spreadsheet.
yeah, Bill just sent it to me. We were just looking at it.
It's this one.
Isn't that from like 2008 though?
Yeah, but if there's data,
And for two,
Like-
if it existed then, chances are it hasn't changed.
Yeah.
But if it's new property, it won't be on there. If
Right.
Weston and Sampson doesn't have it. If it's new, it's not gonna be on their list.
Right,
So that would be one we may want to ask them to
okay.
look at.
So. I went to the property tax calculator, just thinking about, utility versus operating budget, and I put in $500,000. The average single family tax bill goes up $108. Well, a little more, I mean, this is using last year's FY26. So putting it in the operating budget, if it's a $500,000 increase in overall, it'll cost more.
For the resident.
Yes,
The average resident.
yes, for
Just
the
how
average
we're saying
resident,
it
it will
a lot,
cost
so-
more.
We said that.
You're shifting the burden to the commercial properties, and industrial properties.
To the ones with the most impervious surface that actually.
And it goes up 2.5%.
How much?
2.5% every year,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
If it's in the operating
Yep.
budget,
Yep, so
Well-
I'm seeing numbers like $78 based on the $500,000.
right? Yeah, so
Which
it's
is what-
about 30, it's at least $30 higher for the average home.
Okay. Well, that kind of makes sense.
It'll be less for the people who have a lower tax bill. It's
Yeah.
based on your assessed value, right? Instead of everyone
Right.
just gets one
Right.
ERU.
So the people that are don't, the people that have a low tax bill
Yeah,
will pay more with the utility because they're assessed value.
but
Not necessarily, depends on how low they're assessed.
but the average is at least a $30 increase annual.
That's good having a big delta like that because that brings in more people from the residential side before there's a break even point. Does that make sense? So if the trade-off from the residential point of view is basically what's my assessed value before all of a sudden break even with the utility. And there's going to be an assessed value where all of a sudden that's the break even point. The bigger that delta, the lower that assessed value is.
Is the break.
Yeah. So those people on the low end, there's fewer of those. If that makes sense.
Sorry.
I'm in.
What happened?
It just keeps going away for no reason.
Well, seriously, I've written up bring my laptop that's done.
Just keeps shutting off. Oops.
So what do we need to do now?
So I have a list of line items that need to be tweaked. These are exceptions of sorts. So woodlands, should I be treated the same as all that? I think the answer is no, so that's gonna be no change. Well, no change. Stone Farm Estates, no change. 400 Leominster Shirley Road, Mary Colburn. So her use code is wrong, so I have to fix that. 1295 Mass Ave. Storage next to the Townsend Harbor Road. So we have to make sure that the right person gets that bill. Need the impermeable area for St. Boniface parking lot. Okay, I got the Lunenburg Water District ironed out because we made it 0 because it was part of that 9711. We went to 0. And Tri-Town Apartments, use code 9960. We need to make sure that the fee goes to the right person. Not to individual units.
How about this one, 1990 Mass Ave? It's
What is it?
got 16 ERUs, but no dollars. 1990 Mass Ave.
Can you show me which line item it is?
1990.
That's one that's highlighted.
That is, all right,
No use code?
it has
No use code, yeah.
That's
like silos and Fairlane Homes, oh, it's the,
The other trailer park.
the trailer park.
okay. The Fairlane. So it's 1990 Mass Ave.
Very small trailer park.
Do they have an HOA fee?
They must.
Okay. Can you tell me what the use code is associated? Oh, it doesn't have a use code.
Yeah, it doesn't
Maybe
have.
use code 103C, mobile home dash COMM is the description.
It's a C that's really thrown me off.
Yeah, that's the second time I've heard the C.
Yeah. Owner name 2000 Mass Ave LLC, 2005 Mass Ave LLC. What's the next property over?
That's another one.
Well, do you, can I go and get paper from the printer?
Yeah.
Right. This one, 45 Pioneer Drive,
Drive, Pioneer Drive.
off of Leominster Shirley Road. It's got 10 ERUs and no dollars.
Pioneer Drive LLC, and it's 45 Pioneer Drive.
Yeah.
The use code?
Town.
Nope.
No use code.
Go through the spreadsheet just for no use, for
Oh,
blank use.
it's all like truck trailers, it looks like.
Was that the trailer storage parking lot there?
Probably. That's what it
Yeah.
looks like.
That's for all
Yes.
those manufacturing places.
Yeah, so it's all,
It's all, I mean, a
Paved.
lot of it is impervious.
yeah, they should be getting a bill.
So I need to assign a use code.
Bill wants to bill everybody.
Oh, what the heck? They're all paved. Right.
Blanks. I'm gonna sort John's spreadsheet for blank use codes.
Is that road?
There's 33.
Oh, that's.
Is it
up
column
off of
J?
Orchard Hill.
Column L.
L, yeah, okay.
Wait, so that's Target. Oh, there's stuff up there
Oh,
if
there's
you
some-
drive. Oh, those are all those ones that go down to Fort Pond Road.
And then.
Okay, I know what that is.
Did they put anything in up on that new driveway that they put out there?
I don't think so. There's like a big to-do about that. They're trying to put apartments there, but there's a waterway right there.
Okay.
And I think last time they put something in on that waterway, a lot of stuff happened and there people are trying to make sure that it gets done right. I don't know what it, and I haven't heard anything.
They had
about
that
it.
big road in there and everybody was talking, oh, Costco's better go to something.
Well,
You know,
there's,
'cause they're always,
so it's gonna go to the mall too.
yeah, and then they were saying we might go to Kmart too,
Yeah.
so.
Kmart?
Kmart. Yeah, when
But Kmart
Kmart,
was gone.
it is gone.
Oh,
The facade is still there, the
Oh.
Twin City Plaza.
oh, okay. I
Yeah.
heard something.
And then Sentinel had their thick article where they said,
Oh,
made
it's-
it sound like BJ's might be moving there or a hotel might be moving there,
yeah,
so.
I want a Costco. I've never actually been to Costco, but I hear it. They seem like a good company. Yeah.
I still haven't been to the tavern in the square that they built over there.
It's nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
Singapore used to be fun. What was that?
I'm sad I never got to try it. But it's gone, so.
The decor was really interesting.
It had like that,
Yeah, yeah.
that fun, like seedy.
Yeah.
Type of place, like.
So.
How about this property here, it's in, what, half's in Pittsburgh, half is in Lunenburg. What is
For
it,
45
Falula?
Pioneer Drive,
No. How do you pronounce it, Falula Road in Pittsburgh?
is it Fallujah?
Yeah, I don't know how you pronounce it.
Oh, Fallujah, we actually just had.
It's this
something.
piece of property here. They're putting a big warehouse
Uh-huh.
and half of it's in Lunenburg.
This is, wait, is that the storage facility that's going in?
Yeah,
What's
And
gonna,
it's cross-town line?
yeah. The building is like split in half by the town lines.
That's
When you say the address was.
yeah, they-
complicated.
I don't know.
Why would they do that?
Yeah.
So,
Then, what was the number?
260
260.
Falula Road.
yeah, they just went before conservation or something.
Yeah.
Um,
So on that spreadsheet, it's got 10 ERUs with no dollars.
Okay,
so that's a go before both Pittsburgh.
do they have a use code?
Jeez.
No.
I forget, what is that gonna be? Cause it's under nonprofit,
Isn't
use
it?
description.
It's a huge warehouse, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Cause the owner is Pittsburgh Redevelopment Authority. I remember they were in a floodplain, oh, and they're also on Baker Brook.
Yeah, so there's 33 properties that don't have a use code. Some of them we already know.
We covered half of them.
Some of them have significant impervious area.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm jumping to.
Yeah.
What's this one
Rogers
here?
Way. Did you do that?
Well, Rogers Way is the apartments on Whalen Road, off Whalen.
Oh, okay. It doesn't, yeah, it doesn't have an address for Rogers Way.
What's this one?
Yeah.
560 Goodrich Street. 80 RUs, no dollars. 560 Goodrich.
What's the use code?
Doesn't have one.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't see it on my.
it's a huge piece of property.
You know what? It's on John's spreadsheet.
Yeah,
$560.
yeah.
Why did that show up? Oh, it has to use code 1310 and 1010.
Use code 1310.
Yeah, there's two 560. Same owner. One has a use code 1310 and one has 1010. 1010 is a single family home.
Holy
Yeah.
smokes.
That is a huge house.
That is a huge house. Look at that.
What's the address?
560
Look at all that.
Goodrich Street.
Is that one house?
That's what it looks like.
That's gonna be a farmhouse.
That's not one of the crazy houses up on the, that's not Bigger Street, that's a
Oh,
different.
the
Bigger
stupid
Street
thing
in
keeps
here.
shutting off. Can you see it now?
Yep.
Look at the size of that
yeah.
place.
The golf course.
Yeah. And then all the roads and the tennis court or whatever that is.
Is that part of the?
That's a riding ring.
Riding ring, yeah.
Yeah, so that's farm.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at it on Google Street Maps and you can see the fields around it are all
Yeah.
like paved and stuff.
What's use code 1310?
131, whatever that is.
Right.
Vacant land in residential zone, potentially developable.
Oh, I know.
So I give that 0 because
This is one that has a huge range on Weston and Sampson from 15 to 34,000 square feet. And the assessor's list has 253 properties with that use code. This was one I flagged as getting more data. Because some should not be a 0 ERU.
Right. So that use code sounds like it should have nothing associated with it because it's undeveloped land. But you're
What?
saying it does have property on it. It does.
Weston and Sampson
All
returned
right, so if they have,
some.
all right, so I will override that use code. It'll be an exception. And if it's 560 Goodrich Street and it's use code 1310, I'll override it and force it to have 8 ERUs.
But my point is there may be more.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Look at 1310.
How about 169 White Street, the White Woods condos.
169, which street? Oh,
White.
White.
Oh, those are the senior.
Is that the scene?
Is that the
Or is that
Lunenburg?
next to?
Subsidized
I've
housing?
delivered food over there.
I have a vague memory of talking about
White
this.
Street.
last time we were here.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the one that's
The housing authority.
yeah.
So we don't do anything with that. So I think that was an exception and I deliberately made that 0. Because we didn't want to assign
Wow.
a fee to a Lunenburg housing authority.
Yeah, the 1310. So on the Weston and Sampson spreadsheet, there's 702 records. But only
No, that's not the housing authority.
241.
Is it up there? This is the housing authority. But it's this piece of property here.
Okay,
So
Who's the owner? Was
I gotta slide down here. Whoops.
Whitewood condominium. Co-owner is Yvette Reed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes. It's the last of the condos up on Richards Way. So those, we should be charging too.
Okay, I'll make sure they get in there. Where's the use code? So that was another empty use code?
Yeah,
Okay.
this, the assessor's map has it as 9960 use code.
Six zero.
It's big buildings, driveways.
Okay.
Condos there, okay.
Get that.
So
That's, we got.
There's a. So I'm looking at the use code 1310.
Yep.
On Weston and Sampson's spreadsheet.
Yep.
There's 241 that they list, but only 38 haven't reached, have an impervious area listed. We talked about the one, the 560 Goodrich.
Mhm.
Was huge, 34,000. Then there's 16,000. It goes all the way down to 5.
5.
I mean, including like Cliffview Terrace. Isn't that a home, Cliffview Terrace?
Where's Cliffview Terrace? Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's on Hickory Hills
Okay.
somewhere.
Yeah. By
But it has 3,000 square feet. So where do we draw a line? If it's under 4,200, we give it a 0, or is it worth getting impervious area for the?
So what is 131 use code again? What is it?
It's
Undeveloped land.
Potentially developable residential land.
Okay. But they have
So some of it,
structures. Plumbing structures.
some of it could still be vacant, just not developed, and some.
If it has a structure, it's been developed.
Right.
Potentially developed.
Right.
It's no longer potentially developed.
763 is the funeral home, but
is it?
yeah,
So those kind of, you should hit them with a 1 ARU.
well, it's not funeral home then.
Only if they put
Oh, it's
something
like
on
the
there.
abandoned one?
But
It's already
5
done
square
now.
feet.
They put up the units
I
for
would
sale.
forget about
The
it.
one that's
I
like
would just not-
across from Stone Farm, is that what I'm
But there's
thinking?
some
That
that
big
have
white,
Yep.
Teens
From
have
George.
hundreds.
that's developed.
Where's that?
What's the threshold?
I didn't even know that
Maybe
anything
a
was
house.
happening there.
And there's a lot that just haven't been looked at.
Up green at Farmers Exchange over in Townsend, and the girls, they were looking at it. They're freaking out because like there's no pictures of the basement.
Sort of unrelated question. What are the homes at Arrow Estates? And why do none of their street names exist?
So the homes at Arrow Estates.
It's
is right
virtual.
next to Howard Street, and
Okay.
that's the one that has been clear cut but not developed.
Gotcha.
So he already mapped out all the street
Right.
names and just had nothing
Okay.
happened yet.
It's just a big
Up in the air.
place for kids to ride their dirt bikes right now.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think the same thing can.
Yeah.
Or blank. So that overheater system.
Huh?
It like keeps going to sleep on me.
Yeah.
How are you connected? Are you Windows paying or are you like direct connected to it?
Through that little device on the side, Air Team.
Yeah, we're lucky the Wi-Fi's working in here.
Yeah. I don't know why it keeps dropping off. It's never done that before, so. Yeah, so John, I think you gotta look at all the ones here that have big impervious area, but no dollars associated with them.
All right.
There's a few more. I keep going down the list, just keep finding them.
Are these all the low use codes or are these the 131s?
It's called L's. Well, this one here is a use code of 1300. That's another.
That's-
I think that's
1,300 is another one that has a big range, I think.
what's the address?
They have to be case by case. Some of these use
Is that
codes.
Carousel Lane?
One lakefront have.
Yes. That's not Thrive. right?
It's part of it.
It's part of Arrive?
Yeah.
How big is the impermeable area?
Says. See, 21,700.
So what's the difference between that and like the main office that we assigned all the impermeable area to for Arrive, which is on One Carousel Main? What's the difference?
Separated somehow. So, John, it's kind of separated from the main property by lakefront.
Oh,
That's why they.
so it is a separate property.
It's one thing up there.
Is that what we said, the water slides, so that's one of them? The
Yeah,
front
probably.
area, they had a couple condos over there.
Yeah, you see now?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So this is the main piece, and then it's three more over
So
there.
there's Arrive and then there's Emerald Place, and that's Emerald Place?
Well,
No,
they're all Emerald.
It's
Place
all
now.
around, yeah.
Oh, what is the new name? By name?
So Emerald Place is the owner,
Okay.
it looks like, and that's all arrived though. So it's just.
So
the-
should we add the impermeable area for that to the impermeable area from Arrive and then come up with the new ERU and assign it just to the owner?
Yeah, I would say so.
Combine them.
Yeah,
So one bill. Sure.
yeah, I agree.
Hey, Laura texted me, I missed this like an hour ago. The Zoom link, she said, are you guys in Stormwater? Because that's a Zoom link to our meeting. If you guys are meeting, can you let me?
People in and tell them what's going on.
Holy smokes! I haven't looked.
That was over an hour ago. I
Oh,
silenced my phone.
there's nobody trying to get in.
No one was trying to get in before.
Yeah, usually it would pop up, right?
What meeting was that?
School committee.
Oh, thanks.
Hmm.
We
Okay, let me.
own your own Zoom links, or we just live over to Teams because.
Oh, please, can we go to Teams?
God. Remember the time we recorded ours on Teams because we couldn't get into Zoom?
Mhm.
So much better, and it's free. We already own licensing for it.
Right, what's next?
Turn my ringer off.
You're looking for ones to correct in the file?
Yeah, we're looking for basically that list of exceptions. So basically it goes through, it does the default, it does the override with West Sampson, and these are exceptions.
What about ones that we don't have impervious area for?
With one ERU.
Are there ones that we have?
There's another one, John. 356 Palmas Road.
Oh, wait. Isn't that, Jenny, you would know, Hollis Road, 356?
321 is,
Oh,
123
Which
is tree pollinator habitat.
350, yeah.
Well, this is saying town. Oh, it's the-
356, oh, that's
This it sounds
that's
familiar.
the old Lake Lodge.
Yeah.
That the
What is it?
town just,
ah,
Certificate
that's
of
why
first
we just did,
refusal.
that's why it sounds familiar. Yeah,
not a right of first refusal, but the town decided not to exercise.
not to exercise right of first refusal. Yeah.
Meaning what?
We're not taking it on. We're not buying it. So
That's the
Yeah,
that's
so-
the Lake Lodge.
Yeah, so that big property
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Hollis, like if you come up that Hollis that left, it has, like, there's a big building on it and then a little trailer in there.
Yeah,
That has been in a tax taking for a really, really long time. And then the town finally took it for good.
okay.
And
Wow.
now they were deciding if they wanted to keep it for some reason or sell it off in an auction.
So, it's
Yeah,
the option to sell
So who owns it?
Okay.
Oh, the town?
yeah.
So we're gonna send the town a fee?
No,
it. No. It's gonna get sold and multifamily homes will be built on it.
Yeah.
so this Era States, there's nothing there, right?
No,
Okay, so I'm gonna take that.
How long ago did the Lake Lodge close? A long time? It looks like it's been abandoned for a while.
Yeah, I wanna say late 2000s. I remember.
Huh?
I don't think
The
that-
next one here. Is it up?
You're gonna.
Glenn
break that one?
Stillman. Washington
That's
Lancaster.
That's a phone number.
Oh, you're.
That- that's a farm?
Yes.
Okay.
I probably didn't assign anything to a farm.
Oh, yeah, these three
Great.
are farms, yeah.
Ohio, California.
So are farms
I was
exempt, or do you
thinking-
want to assign feed in?
Ohio.
Ohio.
I'd say keep 0. It's up to everybody.
Class of 92.
Okay.
Lucky me.
Yeah.
I've been here since the
Is an
80s.
impermeable area assigned to it?
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
1995.
3 years now.
Bill, okay, hey, everybody, Bill brought up Stillman Farm.
Stillman, yeah.
Should we assess a fee and assign a fee to them? I think we gave farmland 0.
Yeah, what is,
He doesn't have anything paid.
Yeah, Stillman's is all dirt.
Seven.
And they do have a building.
do they have impervious area on
It
the
must
sheet?
just be roofs.
They just-
It's only roofs and it would be
Yeah.
like
And the
milking
silo.
barn.
Yeah.
And the silo
Yeah,
and the house, that's it.
It's the house. Parking lot's probably permeable. It's
No,
not,
the
It's
parking
just
lot
the
is dirt.
gravel.
Oh, yeah, permeable, yeah.
it's dirt.
it's not- yeah, it's not
It's
paved.
all great, it's all gravel.
Yeah.
But they have like a little storefront there too.
Right,
Yeah.
it's a small building though, it's not.
So
But
when
it's
are
attached
you,
to it's
the-
attached to the milking
It is
barn.
for
It's a property
year.
there.
So the 712 use code, did I assign 0 to that?
let me see.
So the-
7,
The impervious area is probably all.
120.
712s.
7,
Oh, 720.
Yes, you assign 0.
Yeah. So
The next one here, noticed, like,
Yeah.
probably another farm.
probably,
70.
is that Lanny's or something like that?
No.
Oh, once it's,
But isn't it Dick's?
that's Dick's. I bet you that's
That's
Dick's.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Dick's
it's,
is-
let's Tansy.
Or like Tansy, that's
That's all
that's the tree farm.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And that's classified as a farm, 713?
What is it?
7130.
Yeah, field crops,
Yeah.
tillable, wheat, blah, blah, blah.
There's a house there.
Hay,
Yeah.
There is a small.
There's
building.
barns and stuff.
There,
Yeah.
there's a small, that used to be the tree farm.
Didn't
Yeah.
plywood used to be there or something like that?
Well,
It's been a Christmas tree farm.
There's a
for like-
farmhouse there. It's sort of, use code is wrong. There should be.
So the only thing that's on that property is the little store for the tree farm. And like a storage shed for like tractors and stuff. And that's it, and agricultural equipment. Otherwise, it's all Christmas trees. Well, nobody's using it for Christmas trees yet, but.
Right, so I won't do anything with that.
Which was that, old beer store?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still being used for Christmas tree.
Yeah, but he was talking about selling it off, but.
The guy who owns Hollis.
Yeah.
Somebody, yeah. Oh, he's
Been
still
with
got
family.
W again?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sure.
And he owns other property.
Is he on Hollis Hills?
Yeah.
The actual, like the pool place?
Like the cool.
And that's what I
Yes.
came up in this area before I moved here. And I've always liked that place. With my friends live in, so.
It was weird before he bought it.
How about this one, 9 Whalen Road? It's a little trailer park.
Wait, didn't we, is that not the one we already talked about with or is that 9 something else?
Nope, 9 Whalen. It's a little tiny trailer park.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It doesn't have a use code.
No use code.
Use code. U at 103B, mobile home vacant. That doesn't, but clearly not vacant.
Non-big.
Land value 186,400, parcel value 262,000.
Are there individual units or is it just like an
It's-
overview? An overall thing? So
It's
somebody
one
owns-
big thing, yeah,
Okay, so
It's
somebody owns that property and they rent out those units?
by 9 MHP LLC,
Okay.
and the owner lives in Bolton.
And so some fee to that.
It looks like, is the road paved in there? It looks like it's a dirt road. It doesn't have like a clear line. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think it is. I see some parking spots now.
What did we say use code 1310 was?
That's
Was it?
potentially
Land
developable.
undeveloped, but potentially.
Yeah, so that's like a mixed bag.
Which kind of seems like a
ERUs,
weird thing.
no dollars.
Right, I have a note here that says apply a threshold to the 131 use codes. If it's less than 500 square feet, then apply 0 ERU, assign 0 ERUs to it. If it's greater than 500, then calculate the ERUs and assign a fee based on that.
Well, it's 16,000 square feet.
Okay, so 4 ERUs. I rounded down to the next highest ERU, forgot what the fractional parts. It gives people the benefit of the doubt, because these aren't perfect estimates, these are just respectful surveys, but they're prone to error.
Big piece of property.
Alright, so that would be an example of something that I would assign 3 ERUs to. There's 16,000 divided by 4,200 is 3.9 something. And it's gonna round down to 3 ERUs.
So weird one. Owner unknown. What was use code 970?
What is this?
This
Use
is
code 997.
0 Spring Street.
No, it's use code 1310, isn't it?
Oh, 0 Spring Street, don't they have stuff? 0 Spring Street private road.
Yeah.
Kind of Lindenberg owns it.
Okay, so
It's the
Yep.
road.
don't do anything with that.
Road.
That's it says 0 Spring Street private road. And it says Lindenberg owns it.
Yeah, it's just assigned to Lunenburg because they don't know the.
That one.
It's not an
It's just one
accepted
of those
street.
weird paper streets.
Yeah. Right on Lake
This is the
Shirley.
real road though, and is it paved?
I don't think so. There might be pieces of it.
Does the town plow that road?
Heck no. Yeah,
Spring, it's Spring Street. But for some reason, the road itself has its own address, and it's the whole road on the parcel. No,
that's weird. Huh?
that's very weird.
It's what is this doing?
The property lines on the GIS are,
What's the drawing? Why is it drawing?
like, this house is half in the next property. I hope that's wrong for their sake.
So, alright, so don't do anything with that one. That's all, is that right beside Overshawn there?
Oops. Like opposite of Becky's.
Is that Fallon?
I'm thinking Fallon.
With
No, it's.
Or next, or.
It's a
or the-
landscaping place.
Excavating and landscaping.
It's like a paved driveways.
3.7 ERUs.
That looks like a mobile station.
Yeah, it's like behind the mall station.
Yeah, it's right behind it. That driveway right there.
So One Richards Way is the mobile station?
No. This is just what Google put it, but this is it right there, it's driveway. So yeah, they got a big paved driveway. In a building back there.
Like a. big
Is
garage.
Weston Sampson doing an impermeable area on that one?
That's, yeah, I believe so, because you have it on your spreadsheet.
Yeah.
You have, it's on your spreadsheet.
3.7 ERUs.
Okay.
It just doesn't have a use code.
Yes, so give it $0.
All right, so this is why it's nice to have an assessor, so I can pay, so I don't make up use codes. So that'll, if I put a use code in there, it's gonna trigger an ERU calculation and that'll get populated.
He says a good 10 parameter. They're putting in how many houses there? Oh, it's like.
Well, it's interesting because the assessors for One Richards Way, it says use code 3400. The assessor's spreadsheet that I got from Bill. What's 3400?
For One Richards Way?
Yeah.
I have 1010.
Jeez, see, this is
Wasn't
crazy.
it 2010?
Oh, wait, no,
10.
it went to something else, hold on. One Richard, it was like in One Richard, but then showing me something else.
They say 3400.
3400 is what?
32, 322I? Store shop. On the GIS.
3400 is general office bill. We need an updated spreadsheet from the assessor.
Yeah, I got this from the town website, like when we started doing this work 3 or 4 months ago.
So that's probably more recent than I built.
Yeah, so I was gonna reach out to the assessor's office and ask them how I can tap into the pulse of what the latest spreadsheets are from the assessor's office. And I still don't, I can take care of that.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to do it. I got a postcard, I'm gonna be assessing.
Well, there's one, there must be some criteria that they use to say this is good to go public, let's put it on the website.
You would think,
And
Hopefully.
they probably have one that's in the works and they're updating it
yeah.
based on the work that they do, and they're gonna say, okay, let's
The
update.
thing is, you can't update this every month to do stormwater bills, you know what I mean? Even to do it annually is
Yeah.
gonna be
Do a
a
snapshot,
big
and
ask.
once a year, update. But basically what's gonna change is the impermeable area is not gonna change. It's gonna be who the owners are, gonna
So-
change.
On the
New
assessor,
construction,
Yeah.
yeah,
But dozens, not hundreds.
no, yeah.
322I for that one on the assessor spreadsheet. From,
One Richards Way.
yeah. The one that's
So
on the
we have
website.
3 different things.
So the fiscal year 2025, 2026 assessed value by location. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that got lost, John, in converting PDF to Excel as an I,
I can find
as a
out.
letter.
I got the original PDF, I can do a sandwich check.
I'm gonna convert.
I don't always trust the conversion.
I'm not signed in.
I know,
Where's
like
that
Excel is
from?
error prone enough as it is. Without doing anything.
I get that all the time at work. Mention the print key servers, it's just. I get PDF conversion errors all over the place.
Right. So should we go through these anymore or wait until we have the updated? Let's see if that resolves any.
It's getting close to 9. Getting burned out. I'm a fan of, I can take these, fold them in, reach out to the assessor's office. We gotta come up with a process for how we're gonna get the data from them. This becomes a thing, we're gonna depend on them for that data.
Yeah.
And we really need some sort of contract. This says, when are you gonna get it to us? You know,
The assessor's office?
yeah,
They have to lock it at some point when they, set the tax rate and everything. It's gotta be,
maybe that's the time to get it,
yeah,
which is,
sync up with them.
Yeah, right now, the one that they have up is for 2025, 2026. So it's for
Yeah.
the current time that we're in right now. When do they put up 2026, 2027? Not for a while. But this, I just exported it and the one thing that's annoying when you export is that it keeps the heading on each page.
Oh, yeah.
But it seems to have exported correctly.
Into Excel.
a lot of these changes are trivial. It's not gonna change like the effective rate per ERU. It's gonna make it go 10, 20 cents one way or the other from the baseline. So this is just, doing due diligence and making sure that every property owner has a fair assessment. So I don't see this in the critical path, but it's important to get it right when we go live. So I'm perfectly okay with put it right now. Should we try to send something to Weston Sampson saying, can we complement what you did with more properties?
Yeah, I'd like to look at the list. Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 actually 2 use codes really that I think we have some gaps. And then there's some like the parking lot at St. Boniface. Do we want to capture that? That's pretty big.
Yeah, I can disagree. After going through this, there's definitely a list of stuff that we can ping them with.
I'd like to go back to the CEI data to see if they happen to capture that, because then you can just use that instead of having Weston Sampson do it. Yeah. I can volunteer to come up with
The properties that we
Do we
need.
want them to reassess or add to the assessment?
Yeah,
Love it.
and I can,
And I'll reach out to the assessor. You want me to come with send it to Bill and you'll reach out to.
I think the church is on there. Right there.
it depends,
Oh,
there's
so-
church buildings and then there's parking lot. Use code 9620 I have. Let's see if I can find it now. So there's 9610 is the buildings. 9620, they list it, but the impervious area is blank. It's on their spreadsheet, but there's no number for the impervious area. And when I look, it's 795 Mass Ave, whereas the buildings are 811 Mass Ave,
Right.
and they have different use codes.
it's just on Weston and Sampson, I saw a lot of things listed, but the impervious area was blank.
Yes, I don't know what it is.
I know.
Well, it's in your list of questions. Why did you do this?
Yeah. Like, why did you even bother looking at this?
Hmm.
Why'd you bother listing it?
And why did they look at residential properties which have, they're gonna sign it 1 year?
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I'm not
Yeah.
scolding. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
What was their thought process?
Do you want to send me other questions and send it off to her?
Yeah. Yeah, she'll come up with the questions, send it to you, and then you can send it to journalists. You should be the liaison.
Well, one is a general one. I mean, they list properties, but there's no impervious area listed. And some of it, I think, was at Arrow, whatever estate, Arrow State, whatever.
Yeah,
They did a number of those.
and they have the addresses in there. But
Yeah.
they have those as residential, right?
Yeah, so,
So they didn't do anything, they just were going on the residential based off of what might have existed somewhere maybe, but cause they didn't actually do with anything with the residential, they were only looking at commercial for us. So they probably just threw that on there, seeing that, does it exist on the assessor map?
like there's a couple of residentials here they looked at. West Street and White Street.
Yeah, so
Why
the
would they
homes
bother?
at Arrow Estates are all listed in our assessor's map.
Yeah,
So that's where they were just like, all the residential, I'm sure they just dumped those out and gave them.
they did a
the
couple
one
of them.
area.
They did a couple of 1010s, and maybe it was just a sanity check on them. West Street and White Street.
White Street, the,
It's 217 White Street. It's Sean McGee and Sean looks like a home, I'm guessing.
that was the town? Collecting taxes on those parcels at Arrow Estates. It looks like they assessed the land, so there's no building value. Kind of weird because there's.
The developer must be paying. I mean, if somebody owns land, you got to pay
Yeah.
something.
But those streets don't fully exist, they haven't been accepted
There's a
by the
potential
town.
development.
It is, no, it's all 1310, is that the potential?
131, yeah, that's,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
a.
just weird that they each have their own address on these, so like, there's 128.
Yeah.
addresses
Potentially
for Arrow
developed, if they don't
Estates.
have.
And those aren't like real streets that have been accepted yet. So it's weird to.
No,
they should-
there's no street, it's just cleared land.
Right. The land has kind of been cleared into what could eventually be streets, but the town hasn't, the town planning board never accepted those streets, did they?
No.
So.
No, they have to
That's
be
weird.
built first.
There's no streets to accept.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, accepted on like a plan though.
He claimed the name so nobody else can name a street.
Weird.
All right. Hopefully there's not too much data. Yeah, because. Cool.
I've got almost 20 actions to respond to. I'll add that, and I think we're gonna find that things don't change much. We're just.
We're not gonna catch everything, there, it's still good
Right.
people, but.
Yeah.
The things that we
Elevated.
don't catch. The people will probably complain, or they just don't.
The assessor's office has a team of people that are working, some of them are full-time, so. If that's the kind of level of effort it takes to iron out every single wrinkle in that spreadsheet, then we don't even have any of those kinds of resources.
That's the thing to nail down the budget. What's the budget? What?
I think this is like so close to hitting the bullseye, it's ridiculous, so. It's kind of like wages on your shoulders.
Yeah.
And then that number of $78.12 will change to whatever.
Cause I don't know how you guys feel, but I feel like we have to present. Both options. Operating budget and
Mhm.
utility,
This is
And I like-
data.
and I don't know how to get the decision on that from the town. Because we can't continue down the path of. Pursuing both, you know what I
Well,
mean, like,
We did that last time and that didn't work because we didn't. Get the utility, but also you didn't get. All the operating budget you wanted either, right?
No.
So,
but we haven't proposed, I mean, when we presented the budget to FinCom, they pushed. To put put it in the operating
Right.
budget, right?
So that's
Right.
why I think we just need to say no.
It's never
So
been
it doesn't
before the
get in there
town.
anyway, so what's the point?
Well, and I think if it goes in the operating, it actually costs the average homeowner more
It
money.
does. And we said.
And
that
it
at the
goes up
FinCom
with every
meeting,
year.
In like 4 different
The
ways.
tax levy goes up, right?
And we also know that
And your
not
assessment
everybody
is-
is paying it equally based upon their impervious area going that way, because we don't have as much from.
Well, they're paying
Yeah.
based on their assessed value, so
Sure.
Commercial
assuming-
industrial. They're not paying.
Yes,
Yeah.
there we go, that's what I was
Yes.
trying to get to.
I knew
the
what you were
big,
saying.
Yeah.
yeah, they're not paying. And there's no chance to get credit if you have some kind of abatement,
Right.
mitigation in
Right.
place.
No, the utility is a significantly superior option.
Just-
Um,
We have to
I was-
convey that
Yeah.
this time.
I was thinking about the abatement, and does it make sense the first year to,
No, you gotta
Oh, yeah.
build up the pot.
you
Yeah.
gotta have that pot in place
Right.
before you can
In
start.
order to get the
Right.
person who can start.
Right, I need a staff to do
Does
this.
it make sense to actually do the abatement in 2 steps, basically at the second year? Apply for like, so we're gonna whittle it down to 50%. But you wanna do it in like 2 steps or 3 steps so that people are diligent and every year that they're focused on this? So rather than cut the people who apply for abatement and get it from 100% to 50%, do it in like 2 steps, 75 and then 50, just a thought.
Not a bad thing.
I kinda like it because it's not gonna be a sticker shock when all of a sudden,
Mm.
like you lose half of all the.
And we're talking about the abatements for the commercial or for the residential?
Anybody,
Well,
Really?
residents aren't gonna apply for abatements.
I mean, some might, but I feel like the time that you've been
It's-
applying.
it's probably more
gonna
work
be-
for them
Yeah.
to do it
That
than,
cost more than the 40
than,
bucks.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm thinking it's these people that
Yeah,
have
it's a
like,
fly.
hundreds of thousands, like thousands of
Yeah.
dollars. So Mackey's probably gonna go from nothing to like $4,000. I'm going to Proctor Stone, Paul Stone Gravel, they got a huge area.
Mhm.
They're gonna have a big one, they're probably gonna apply for abatement.
There has to be a basis for abatement too, though.
right.
Yeah, like
So-
the
Yeah,
limits
they
for
have to
Shirley
either-
Warehouse, they are actually, didn't Greg Roy say after building? The stormwater coming off is less than before the building went in.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but everybody can't just apply for an abatement.
And you have to show that you're maintaining whatever system. you
That's the
put in
big
place.
thing.
So
So
all that whole process needs to be documented
Oh.
somehow so that we present it to.
he needs a guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, you said all along, he's a guy.
Especially for the abatement.
Yeah.
Make sure that it's all working.
right.
Yeah. Um, So how do we do the public information sessions, and how do we get this before the town to decide which way do you want to go? Because
Are
they're
we-
very different paths. Operating is gonna require probably an override the first year. Utility is gonna require, billing and
What
Did we-
information do we not yet have completed in order to do a side by side? Cause I mean, that's what we
budget?
need, is a side by side
the
comparison.
firm budget both ways.
Put it in the tax bill yet? I feel like that's so.
I think we
nice.
can't, I think we can put it in a tax bill.
Can't. Has anyone definitively answered that though?
Didn't you talk to
Yeah.
Adam about it?
Yeah, yeah.
What
Did you get an
say?
answer?
I'm-
I feel like every time I talk
I
to
can't
Adam
remember.
about something, I forget.
Yeah, me
I have to
too.
like write it down.
And Bernie.
Yeah.
No, town
Town
council.
council.
Oh,
Boston.
Yeah. Trying to remember what he said.
You said
I don't
something
think we
about
can put it
Bernie?
in the same
No.
envelope.
Is he still candidate or is some,
Adam Burney?
Yeah.
He's on no,
it's not, okay, cause last time I remember someone bringing up his name as.
Adam Burney
Candidate.
spoke,
He
he
used to
spoke
be our.
planning,
Remember, I was around at that time.
Director.
yeah,
It was very good.
yeah.
It was very good at what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brenner
we talked
spoke
about
at
he spoke
town
at
meeting.
Yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
very well.
They did a really good job.
Yeah, they were both behind me.
I was
I think.
convinced.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to go before fall meeting.
But what does that article look like? What are we going for? It's,
What about the same thing we tried for, well, we didn't actually end up trying for, which is to just establish a utility without.
But I feel like if the town's not gonna support a utility and they support going in the operating budget, we don't put the bylaw in place. That's what I mean, they're two very different paths. And I feel like
The town,
we need to decide, we're at the fork in the road, which way are we going? Because we can't continue to try to keep both going.
right, we're here to establish a utility.
Not an operating budget. I think we need to move,
Well, even with the operating budget, if it goes in the operating budget, it's the same.
I mean, I feel like we should move forward as a utility, but also message why that's better than putting it in the operating budget. I think we just need to have better messaging.
The positive economics of
Right.
it being
And
a
also-
utility for the homeowner is what you need to
There's-
sell it on.
A lot for people I've spoken to. They think that businesses, for some reason, are better for towns than homes for some reason, which is, I would like to see it, like how much businesses pay in taxes here versus homes.
I
But
saw that, actually.
because if I look at what's in GIS, businesses pay far less per acre than single family houses do. But then I heard that maybe there's a way that businesses are taxed differently. based on
Yeah,
their
I'm not sure if
revenue.
that's true.
And I
Yes, it's
understand-
true.
Is
Is
it?
it?
So I did talk to the assessor before she resigned. And she did say that, Anna was right, that they give all of the businesses an I&E form to fill out, which is income and expenses.
Uh-huh.
And based on the profitability, look, if it's a brand new business and they're losing money,
Yeah,
they don't want to kill them.
yeah.
I think that's what's going on. And once they're established and they have a healthy cash flow and they're profitable, then they do the, like,
So
that-
where is that?
that's
Yeah.
confidential. We can't have
That
that
can't be.
information.
But our
Yes.
tax bills, can we get?
So not give that
The tax
information.
bill itself cannot be confidential.
Right,
maybe
so
the
the
INE.
final, the INE
Yeah.
is confidential,
That's
but
fine.
what their assessment is what it is, and it's on that page you showed me.
Okay, so
I
that
never
is
did
their actual tax
reconcile
bill.
whether
So
the
It
Walmart
is?
pays way less per acre than most.
That's our actual tax bill?
It should be in all of those pages, it shows looking for all those individual properties, it tells you what the tax assessment is.
Oh,
Well,
really?
that's, yeah.
So, so what I assumed, and that's what I tried to get from the assessor, is do they assess the industrial and commercial the same way they assess the residents based on, 14, so many.
Yeah, the
dollars
tax
per-
rate, yeah.
Times tax rate times the
It's
assessed value.
Yeah, right.
And that's my assumption. We don't really need that information.
Yeah, I don't,
It's
I
it's
just wanna know. how much they
academic.
pay. Right, that way I can calculate it out by acre. and say,
But the
they pay less per
GIS,
acre than I do.
the GIS property sheets does have the information.
And that's correct, yeah,
Bring
on the
up all
building
the
data.
numbers in, just see what they
What
pay.
is it? Walmart, yeah, what's the address on Walmart Mountain?
301.
301 Fence Ave.
Cause I'd like to see their annual tax bill to see, okay, the stormwater utility, if it's $10,000, what? It can't be 30% increase to their tax, that will never fly.
Alright, so,
I'd like to see what their,
That's I think was the point. That was me. And we were gonna try and calculate.
But
that
that's-
from-
Here it is.
alright,
Alright, so, Lunenburg Crossing. Lunenburg Crossing paid,
140,000.
140,000.
and it is how many
So what
acres?
does it say there?
So it's assessed at 10,845,000 here.
That's what's in the assessor spreadsheet.
Oh, actually, it's assessed this year at 10,326,000.
I was about to say, that's what I had.
Yeah, so it actually went down 500,000 in assessment this year,
Depreciation.
and
there's some
but
vacant
if it's based
storefront in
on
there.
sales,
This game's don't.
then it wouldn't be depreciation.
I think,
Every
yeah.
other place.
Okay,
they-
but that's what's in the
A
assessor.
couple of
spreadsheet.
places closed,
Right.
right?
The guy
So
that put in that little.
140,000.
Jim.
Yeah.
So if what's in the assessor spreadsheet is based on that I&E form that they have to fill out, then we got that information, we're golden.
Lunenburg Crossing wouldn't be income and expenses because they're just property rental. Like, they're not. Like, they're just collecting rent.
So it's commercial.
Like, yeah.
So this is, so I think they do that in I&E.
So they paid 2,886. 2,866 per acre. If we were to calculate it out by what they pay on a tax bill. Now, I would say most 1 acre homes here pay about 7,000.
A lot of
Probably.
a lot of those stores are just boxes. They don't have.
I'm just
not
talking about what
finished
that
carpentry.
property
I know.
pays by acre.
It
and
tends to be undervalued because the value.
Yeah, but-
is.
as far as how much a business is paying into the town versus how much a single family home is paying into the town.
And
A single family home is paying
then
significantly
Anna will
more.
say that they don't have businesses that owns, they don't have kids go to schools. So
Yeah,
they're
but
funding the
only
schools.
like a quarter of the houses in town have kids that go to school. So it's that like somewhere
But
between
at
60
some
and
time in their life, they
70%.
probably had kids.
I had kids.
Yeah.
But they didn't
So-
go to school here.
But they're in school age, you pay the taxes and otherwise later on you.
Oh, no, totally.
Subsidized.
But I'm just saying that
But
most
the
of the.
businesses never have kids that go to schools. That's all I'm saying. I say for the budget.
Right, but they're still paying per acre significantly less than a single family home is.
Which
So.
is,
In
good,
3
because
homes,
they're
you've
the
made
same.
up one's pupil for the year
which I think is good because they don't get the same benefit. That's what I'm saying.
of
So
the,
maybe it's good.
well,
that
they get the
should-
benefit of being in a town that has a good educational system and people have money to spend at their stores.
No, because we're paying property taxes.
Huh?
Right.
So, and they have the same property tax rate as homeowners too here.
Yeah.
We don't even, I've never lived in a town that had the same.
Yeah.
For
But-
residential.
But their assessed values are depressed because they're just boxes. They're not beautiful houses with granite
Right.
tops and plumbing features and
But
15 bathrooms.
I think that if we're trying to look at it equally.
Yeah.
How much they're paying per acre, single family homes are paying way more than businesses are. And we have to really think of the town in terms of acres. I have 0.13 acres and I pay 6,500,
Yeah, I have very little.
yeah. So. I pay, to get into terms with them, I'd have to pay 24,000.
$20,000 per.
Yeah, I'm not even looking at mine. I don't know.
So, that's what I'm saying, if they're paying 2,800 per acre and I'm paying
Almost
24,000 per
30 acres.
acre, there's a significant difference. And that's a pupil right there, or 2 pupils.
So, getting back to the fall town meeting, do we think we can present something?
We have her on the hook for another information session.
You
Hopefully
would
we-
think that.
We'd have to like have the first one, I'd say in August, and then another one before town meeting.
Yeah.
Should we, before having a public info session, have the data that we need, the budgets for these 2 items, and go back to FinCom again? Yeah.
Do we have anybody new on FinCom? Are there,
Peter Beardmore put in papers.
okay. Was he appointed?
Jean, cause Jean's went.
Oh, is that elected? FinCom?
No, it's
That's
appointed.
appointed.
Jean went to school committee, so there's vacancy. And Chris and Jay, I think, are re-upping their
Okay.
terms up. We were supposed to meet last night to appoint them all, and we had to cancel. Meeting wasn't posted correctly.
I don't know if we need to go
They were a
FinCom.
big opponent for.
That's
ultimately
what I
not-
mean,
not
like,
gonna
if
be
we
there,
have
no.
something that works and we can show them that and they sign off on it, then like in theory, that is something else that we can put before the town citizens, like.
That's gonna be a challenge, get them signed.
Is it-
They're gonna,
Do you remember the last one?
is
they're
it
gonna
be
pick at your
is
budget.
The data we're gonna present.
Somebody on finance committee is the person who sent out
Yeah. That was
the
Danny's.
flyer to the
Okay.
whole town. So,
I didn't get the vibe
Is
they were.
is the data that we're gonna present that much significantly different from what we've already presented to FinCom?
I mean, we didn't.
This is a lot more
What did-
detail than we've had
I
before.
think,
Yes, it is
Yeah.
a lot more detail, but at the end.
The concept
at
is the
end
same.
of the day, the concept is the same, is the bottom line
Well,
the same or very
but
similar?
I think that's
Good.
part of what we get from developing these 2 budgets is we get to see where the overlap is. So when they say like, this is something that. I'm sorry, they were giving a problem of like, these are the overheads and
Yeah.
issues. And if we both have the operation budget and our utility, we can say that that is a shared overhead for both. Then it doesn't matter,
like, Yeah. which There's-
option we go, it's not
Okay.
worth considering.
Wasn't it like 30% overhead in the initial
Yeah,
budget?
and then we talked him into knocking it down. to
Yeah.
Less than 10%.
We have to reduce the overhead. I mean, the billing, there's no getting around it, that's additional overhead.
Mhm.
Well, it's like the billing and the personnel, right? I believe.
There's
So
personnel.
can the
Has the
billing
cost.
itself go to like somebody who's one of those volunteers? It's like stuffing envelopes? I mean, you have to pay to have it
Um,
printed. No?
Yeah, the stuff in the envelope, sure, but getting it into Munis, that's the hard part.
Yeah, the
It
mailing,
can't just be imported as a spreadsheet into Munis? No?
Yeah, that's how they do it with sewer. It takes
Yeah.
them 2 days to do it.
This-
There's so many steps.
sewer you do quarterly,
Yeah,
so we'd be looking
Why?
at annual.
Table take that long.
I have no idea.
Could we
it's
do it-
Munis. There's
Or-
20
No,
plus
for the
steps
printing system.
and then it screws up
We back up.
everything. He has to look at every
Terabytes of
single
stuff, all
bill,
takes less
a
than
1,000 bills. He has to go through every single one to make sure they're right. We're gonna have 4,000 bills.
That's insane.
Once a year, though,
Munis
one
is
bill a
awful.
year,
Yeah.
and maybe like we get our tax bills, we get 2 mailings and, you know. have to- You can pay it quarterly or you can
Yeah, we talked about that
pay,
before.
yeah,
Would we use the same system as sewer? For payment?
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
think you
you
reached
said
out
I-
to Sarah and you
Did
said
I
you
sign
help us
for
with that
it?
billing.
It is paid right now. My sewer's.
Well, it's
taken care of.
no way.
It's
to
good.
combine or to change the sewer commission into a sewer and stormwater commission, we
Yeah.
have to go to the Mass Legislature for that.
Really?
Yeah. I know, seems ridiculous, but that's what I was told.
Alright. I think, as we've come past 9, I think
Yeah.
we're gonna be, we're where we're gonna be for the night. I think the wheels will start coming off soon.
Should I approve last meeting minutes?
Oh, yes. Yeah, meeting minutes, I'll take,
Motion to approve.
thank you.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Great. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to address? If not, I will accept a
Well,
motion to, oh,
It's our next meeting.
oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
of
We're gonna,
course, I
we're gonna
that
do
every time.
something in August. We're gonna have to bring
In August? Is that when?
an
fall
info
meeting is?
session, no,
Oh, okay.
a first
Mm.
session, or if we go before FinCom or something, I mean. Fall town meeting will be in November, like early to mid. I don't know exactly. So the warrant usually closes, a month before, so.
September, October.
Hmm.
You want to?
And I don't know if the article would just be to. Cause we have to set up a bylaw if it's going to be utility.
I think that's our.
I think that bylaw still needs work with
Yeah.
the draft that she gave us.
So let's work on that. And then work on
The
what it is we're
messaging.
gonna say.
Sure.
The
All right,
budget.
so-
Session.
Bylaw, budget, and presentation are kind of 3
Yeah.
points right now. Okay, great.
So you're saying you wanted to meet more often, Renee?
That makes sense.
I think we're gonna have to,
Do we wanna do
Do we want to
the
do,
9th and the 23rd next month, or?
I can do the 19th, 23rd.
Oh, I am in the. And none. I could do
Thursday's the
that.
best day, right, still, for everybody?
Yeah.
I'm not available on the 9th.
Yeah, me neither. I'm gone that whole week.
The 16th and the 30th?
I like that. But yeah.
I'm sorry, which one?
July 16th? and
16th?
30th?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. We can do that.
So I'll get a list of properties that don't have impervious area and we think we need it. Do we want to review that before it goes to juries or just send it to her?
I'm sorry, I was putting it
I
down.
think just send it.
Okay, we're sending
It
it.
could be a couple hundred. I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't hear what we were.
Any properties that don't currently have impervious area data that we wanna get, like this 1310 use code seems to be a mixed bag.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna change the numbers a lot. As far as. Cost per ERU,
Right, you're right. So this is just ironing out
so
exactly.
it could. Wait until we're actually ready to start billing.
Okay.
I don't know. I can go through and see the list and then decide.
Maybe
I
we
mean, you guys can
compromise
look
and
at
just
it.
spend not the whole meeting, but a section, a portion of the meeting. It's kind of like sometimes an elephant's so big, it takes a long time to eat it. So it's tough not to cry. It's just gonna take time. So rather than kill ourselves just focusing on this one thing, I'm just kind of like distribute it.
If Therese can. If she has any inkling as to what the new permit's looking like and when we should expect it, cause that could really change the budget
Oh, yeah.
and probably not. Going down,
No,
is my guess.
Oh, is this the latest DPR requirements you're talking
The
about?
new permit requirements, yeah, are supposed to be
When is that
coming
supposed
out
to happen?
this year. Everybody's like waiting, who knows? Do you think you could have budget
I can work on the budget, yeah.
for both scenarios to show? The closer those two budgets can be,
Mm,
I think that the better.
Because then I think the discussion we had before is we expect that the difference in. Revenue that comes in from businesses will more than offset. The additional overheads we had in billing. I think we just
We
need
can't
to.
meet the 16th of July. What is one stick in the money? 30th, I can.
Do we want to do another Wednesday? Do we just push the 16th to the 15th?
It depends on Concom's schedule.
we are the first and the 15th.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
22nd? Oh, no, sorry, wait. The 8th? Is the week of July 6th?
I'm
available?
gone that week.
Okay,
Yeah, me too.
Okay, yeah,
so July
do it
13th.
without me.
What about, what's planning board schedule, and you know?
Every other Monday, so
First and second, first and third, or second
something
and
like
fourth?
that. I
Is 13th available? It's
22nd, 7th, yeah, 13th is available.
Monday the 13th work?
Sure.
That works for me.
Which day?
Monday the 13th?
Sure.
You still keeping the 30?
So the 13th and the 30th.
Cool.
It's okay for me.
Sure.
Bill, are you good? Still stay?
Should be.
Oh,
I don't have anything on the calendar
okay.
yet, but
When is sewer? When, is that a Wednesday meeting?
Tuesdays.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I can miss those.
Okay, 13th and 30th.
The 30th might be, I don't have the full. I might have to drive my son to soccer, that's all, it's got summer soccer. Which games permanent.
Problem. All right, if we're good, then I will take that motion there.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So is that Howard Street?
Yeah.